yards through the air. It's the Falcons and the Commanders, and it comes your way next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the people behind the call that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 69 yards.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Hodgins.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
They start on the ground in McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given home.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 22 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Drive INT.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now it's Jackson. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And then he stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, and they go with Swift again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. He'll get this up to about the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too much in that department. 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons are through 2 games now. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 17, Lawrence. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop her.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense heading out. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 45 on second down. Jackson, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run right here with Swift. Avoids him at the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Here's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. It's Kelsey on the ground. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Bounds across the 40-yard line. Lawrence will throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Able to slither by. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 72 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
This pass finds its way to Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards remain for second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Williams brings it in. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And Jackson throwing once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. It's caught. Cooper. And brought down just shy of 40. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35 on second down. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
1 yard gain brings us
On second and 9, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Washington going to send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just take extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely. No question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 27, Jackson. This is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's snail's pace. Snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Messing with birds right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now Lawrence to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Lawrence. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. On 2nd and 7,
Lawrence. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
Jackson's pass complete to DeAndre Swift. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The throw over the middle, taken in.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Jackson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Jackson from the shotgun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Jackson.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Michael Gallup, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. McCaffrey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, a minute 50 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Jackson.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw there caught by Gallup. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. And that's caught by Williams.
He's at the 40.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Jackson.
50 yards on the play.
He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Jackson. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Throwing, Jackson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now Jackson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be coming up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these.